Welcome back, everybody, to
Mhm.
Breath of the Wild. My name's Jay the Zoomster.
And I'm Aden.
No special intro this time because I am quite sad.
Oh.
I just remembered in 6th grade, I had a crush on this girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was one of those crushes where, the second you see them, you're like, oh,
She
that's
hottie.
my crush.
Right.
That'd be happening, right?
She a
And
baddie.
This is in 6th grade. From day one, I was simping. From the first day. And luckily, I got to the point where, I ended up becoming decent friends with her because, like, the things I was into weren't popular things to be into. Or at least maybe I didn't go to a school where that was popular to be into, right? I liked video games, I liked fucking Doctor Who, and I liked comic books. And she liked Doctor Who and video games, so I started talking to her, and that was cool. I spent most of the school year just being her friend, and I think that's kind of epic,
It
right?
is, yeah.
Because,
Mutual
like, even if I
friendship.
don't, mutual friendship's cool. Then at one point, someone figures out that I had a crushy-wushy on her, and that was a little wild, and then told her, and then for the rest of the year, we weren't friends anymore.
Damn, bro.
And I remember distinctly the day it happened, I went on to Roblox, and I complained to my Roblox friend.
Your Roblox army. Gamers.
And I'm starting to wonder.
I've
Maybe
been
that's
slighted.
why I didn't get talked to after I've been slighted. That was genuinely a really sad moment for me.
Yeah.
Cause it's just it had me a little fucked up.
You should have read a poem, honestly. That would have really
I
won her
I
over.
think so. I
So if
think
you had
so.
awkwardly read a poem to her in public with her having no idea what the fuck it meant.
Well, my my first actual girlfriend in 7th grade. Fun enough fact was she was in Parker's class in 7th grade, and Parker was like, "Bro, she's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get with that." And I was like, "Okay,
Okay.
And then she moved to my class,
Ooh.
and I was like, "Oh damn,
God is
she
real.
do be hot."
Okay.
And then I was too nervous to talk to her, so I fucking tracked down her fucking Instagram. Off because she commented on one of Parker's YouTube videos, so I tracked down her Instagram and I fucking DM her,
Uh-huh.
and she's just sending these fucking stupid ass kawaii emojis and shit, and I was 7th grade Jay didn't realize the warning signs,
Right,
but,
then we're there.
But then I ask her out on that, and she just says yes. And then I don't go to school, though, the next day because we were taking a trip to Washington, D.C. My parents and I were. So for a good 3 days, I'm missing school after I just got a new special, 7th grade girlfriend. And it was just insane.
Damn.
And then I got to school, and it was epic, till it wasn't epic anymore. That's a whole other story about
Okay.
what happened throughout the rest of middle school.
But hey,
But
win some, you lose
yeah,
some.
you do win some, you lose some. I just think it's funny because then Parker, as soon as he found it, he was pissed. He was like, "Bro, that was my girl, bro."
Bro,
But,
come on.
He was like, "Bro, come on."
And then he broke your phone in half and screamed and broke down the door. He said, "Parker angry."
This is very much a spiritual successor to previous episode.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like I guess that just felt like I wanted to talk because you were talking about asking the girl out with the poem, and I was like, that reminds me of whenever she stopped talking to me, and I ended up going onto Roblox and being okay. Actually, I just remembered. I started talking to her again at the very end of the school year, and she high-key was flirting with me, right? So I was, like 6th grade flirting, so not real flirting, but like, and then like over the summer, not even over the summer, but like the next school year when I was with my current girlfriend, I didn't realize this, but she actually flirting with me. She would send like fucking like pictures of her being like, "Ooh, look, I'm doing this cute thing," and I was oblivious, dude.
Like, wow.
I had no clue.
I guess that is kind of
And I was with my current girlfriend. She was like, "Bro, she trying to come on you." I was like, "What? We just friends, bro. What you talking about?"
See, girls be a
But I
strange
wasn't-
case. You don't know.
I think that's the trend we're coming back to. And I genuinely didn't know. I had no clue that's what was going on. I swear to God, I still stand by. I had no clue that I was being hit on, and I just I'm I was a little pissed too, because like if she liked me, why she ain't say shit in 6th grade, right? Why it happening now, right? Like, what gives?
Right. Did you get
So
hotter?
That's
Is that what happened?
I'm starting to think I might have gotten a little bit hotter.
You might have peaked up, and she's like, oh, now I want a bit of that.
Because that's when I went through like puberty, and like I got skinnier and my hair, I let my hair grow out, and so that might have been what happened. It was around that time. Oh, one time I came into school late, and this guy was leaving school early. He has long hair. He was like a high schooler, because I went to a conjoined middle school and high school. And the homie was like, bro, don't ever cut your hair. You get mad chicks with long hair. And I was like,
I like the female.
okay. So I had long hair. I have long hair now. I have it as we're talking and recording.
Damn.
It's getting too long, but guess where I can't go to get a haircut?
Females be showing up to your house now? Is that just how it happens?
I wish.
Yeah.
That would be fucking.
And they'll come knock at your door, be like, please slay me. And you're like, okay, I guess I will. You know.
I do be needing a haircut though.
I do too. It's all over the place.
But I can't go and get a haircut, unfortunately, because I'm not supposed to be leaving the house.
I hope you aren't either. Every lovely people at home. Social distance.
You know what? Absolutely. Don't leave unless you absolutely have to.
Exactly. Listen to our Bad Breath the Wild episodes instead.
Fucking, I hate this one. This is the worst setup. Well, no, Yonobu still exists.
Yonobu epic. What are you talking about?
Well, like Yonobu himself, kind of like pippity chain gang pop. But like the actual tediousness of, no, I'm not.
You're gonna get zapped. Oh shit! And the Mifa brought your ass back.
Yeah. Thick ass Mifa, bro, dude.
She got the fish cheeks, bro.
Bro, yes, dude, bro, fish cheeks.
Bro, she like the Gordon's fisherman in the freezer.
Bro, fish cheeks.
Eat that up.
Bro, yes.
So how's your marathon of fish hooks going? You said you were gonna watch the whole series. I want a progress report.
I watched the first episode and then I stopped.
Really? I'm surprised you got through one episode.
Yeah, I realized I was not cut out for fish hooks.
Damn. This Campbell motherfucker.
So anyway, on the topic of middle school, how should we check in with
the cringy Aden
show, cringy Sploder forum Aden?
Cringy Aden. Well, in between episodes, I sent you one called "Why the Sonic Soundtrack is Amazing."
Yeah.
Parentheses, Dreams of Absolution, where I lust over Silver's theme from the game, which I probably had just heard like the night before and thought, oh shit, this is epic. But oh, how do I tell people about this? And, you know, I put it in a thread, and apparently people also thought it was epic. Another one I have, and this is kind of tying into last episode. But you know how people kind of have like a little bit of a brand loyalty to Nintendo a lot of the time? So there's this one thread called Why I Stuck with Nintendo. And that's basically that exactly, like in a written form.
No.
It reads, so as you all know, the Wii U is coming out in like a week or so. And I've been hearing all this explode from Xbox and PlayStation fanboys about how it's going to fail. Oh, God. Little does Aiden know that they're right. Usually this sort of stuff happens when a new console comes out, but I think it's worse than that. So let me tell you why I have a Wii and why I've stuck with Nintendo consoles over the years. If you can't handle someone's opinion, I suggest you leave now because this is not the thread for you. So I give 3 reasons as to why I like Nintendo consoles. The first one being Nintendo has only made video games. Okay, so let me explain this. Nintendo been around forever in the video game world. They basically pulled the world out of the video game crash, which means Xbox or PlayStations wouldn't have existed without Nintendo. They made games and consoles then, and they still do now, and that's all they do. Sure, they have figures and add-ons, but they pretty much only make games. Microsoft makes computers, Xboxes, internet stuff, and all sorts of tech. Sony makes like 1 billion Zunes. Zunes?
Oh no.
I don't even fucking know where I heard that from. And TVs.
Oh no.
Heck, even Sony made parts for the Super Nintendo, and they even worked together. I stuck with Nintendo because they've always been there and are dedicated to making games, not selling DLC every 5 minutes. So already we're off to a
Oh,
bad
little
start.
did you know.
We're off to a bad
Little
start.
did you know.
Yeah. Reason number 2, the games. You know what, I've played Xbox games, and I've even played PlayStation games, but compared to the Nintendo games I played, the games were far better and more innovative by a long shot, especially the retro library. I would even go far to say that Sega had better games. While I don't flat out hate the PlayStation or Xbox games, I just enjoyed Wii and GameCube titles better. So that one's pretty wow, Aiden. You really are making judgments about shit that you've never even played before. So that's epic. And then finally, reason number 3, creativity. Have you ever noticed that franchises like Madden or Call of Duty or Halo are basically selling you the same game over and over again? Have you also noticed that DLC is getting even more of a money waster than before? Isn't it funny how everyone laughed at the Wii's motion controls, but then like a month later, the PlayStation and Xbox basically ripped off the idea, but screwed it up even worse? You can make fun of the Wii all you want, but let's think a little bit before we start hating Nintendo. Now, all of Nintendo's ideas have been successful, but at least they were actually trying something new here. And then to conclude, I'm not saying that the PS3 and Xbox 360 suck. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying you should go get a Wii. I'm just saying why I stuck with Nintendo, because I prefer their consoles, not because I hate the other two. So let's all grow up and stop hating on consoles. One day, gamers alike can stop having pity contests and begin to focus to get rid of DLC. This is Mathe2 signing out. Happy face.
So
yeah,
Mathe2 was
spit
very
bars.
Anti-DLC.
He was, yeah. Probably because Angry Joe talked
me...
about it in a video, and I went, yeah, you're right. Fuck that.
So is current Aden anti-DLC? Is that a discussion?
The thing is, I feel like DLC and even microtransactions to a certain extent are kind of blown out of the water a little bit, where there was absolutely a period of time when DLC was kind of misused and they really just didn't offer much. And a lot of games like had dumb DLC where like if you pre-order a Call of Duty, you get a new dog skin and that's downloadable content. Like who gives a shit? But I feel like nowadays, shit, like Smash Brothers DLC, Mario Kart DLC, we're gonna be playing Breath of the Wild DLC, and I love all of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's a difference between actual added content and day one DLC patches that like actually add shit to the game,
right?
That you have to buy. Like, there's a difference between that for sure. But like, I love that in that video you posed it as like, DLC is the bane of gamers' existence. We must destroy it.
We must come together, gamers, and defeat.
You said come together and defeat DLC.
If I'd stop having console wars, you know, if we all came together and did it.
You were just kind of Mobamba-ing, if you will.
It was wild.
I'm sorry. I need to, quite frankly, I need to quit Let's Play. Quite frankly, I feel like my commentary has gotten worse, and I have only been recycling the same things that I've said a million times over.
Damn.
And I apologize, and I'm working to get better. It's impacted my personal life.
Oh.
And the discussions I have with friends, where someone says something and I just say Mobamba, even though no one's talking about Mobamba anymore. No one. It's not funny, and I keep doing it, and I'm sorry.
I'd argue that by bringing it up even later after the fact, it's more funny, you know.
That would be entirely fair. I needed to apologize for my misuse of my platform.
Damn.
I made a serious lapse in judgment, and it will never happen again. I'm sorry to anyone whose words sorry to anyone who I have offended with my words. I will never make outdated meme references again
ever
in the series until I inevitably do.
In the next 10 minutes.
But I just wanted to put that out there that I am trying to run a platform of change.
Damn. Like Obama.
He's coming. It's kind of like Obama, except I'm gonna actually deliver on said change.
Damn, bro.
But I figured that.
Wonder if I could find some anti-Obama threads in here. That'd be kind of epic. It's possible.
On a scale of J-bits that are funny, was that funny?
I enjoyed
Or was that just a waste of time? Okay.
This one's called "It's a Shame," and it reads, "Batman: The Dark Knight Rises is such a good movie, and now it's being ruined by this whole movie massacre. It's a real good movie, and now they're not even showing ads or trailers or anything. I guess the movie's getting attention, but it's the wrong kind of attention. You can blame the killer and the movie theater staff, but let's not blame the actual movie. Batman: The Dark Rises is a good movie, and I would show it to everyone. You ready for the bazinga, Jay? Can you guess what the bazinga might be?
You didn't even.
I have never seen the movie to this fucking day."
So the really funny part about this whole scenario right here is that after recording this, it's been a couple months, and now Aden has seen The Dark Knight Rises, and he does not like that movie. He actively says that he dislikes it, and I find that to be very, very comical. I just wanted to update everyone.
Wow, Aiden, why would you make up that shit just to get clout on a forum? Yes. Yes, I did.
Was that like a hot button topic on the forums? Was it The Dark Knight Rises?
So do you remember this?
Colorado?
Yeah. It was big news everywhere.
It was in Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah.
Where there was the Dark Knight Rises shooting, where some dude walked in and just shot up a theater during the Dark Knight Rises.
And that's fucked up. And I'm like, you know what? This is fucked up. But now the movie's not even getting any attention anymore, and now I feel bad for the movie. And it's like,
but you act like you've seen it,
right?
So it's like
clearly the intentions here are wrong.
Feast upon dying scrotum, right? And we can move on from this.
The thing is, like,
I got in there anyway.
This past episode has given you so much blackmail on me, and yet you chose to just go for a scrotum line rather than, I don't know, what I would have done. Okay, yeah, you fake Dark Knight Rises fan, or something to that effect.
That article had that not article, but like that forum post has fucking Jay the Zoomster 2017 movies list. You know?
And now we're gonna go through the arc of what I like to call Aiden gets mad at society threads.
Oh yeah.
And to start out, we're gonna go early, and we're gonna go to July 2012, and it's a thread called "Just to Let You Guys Know," and the thread says, "I'm a private, but I'm also a human being. I respect people not by what rank they are, but if they are good, decent people. Secondly, I'm allowed to have an opinion. This isn't a terrorist country, so I shouldn't have my head cut off because I have an opinion.
Oh no.
Finally, if you treat me with respect, you can expect the same thing from me. This is a forum and it is for fun, but if you guys are going to treat me and other privates like Splode, I have no respect for you, and frankly, I don't care. Anyway, that is all. Just thought I'd let you guys know." It ends on such a positive note too. It's like,
was there really like Sploder like
okay
classism?
Kind of.
Because fun fact, I mentioned before recording, I was like, what if we tackle classism in this episode?
Kind of.
It just comes
So let me explain this. Basically, on the forum, they had ranks, right? For like moderation and all that stuff, but they did it in a way where it was like general rank. So you started as a private, you worked your way up to lieutenant, all that sort of stuff, and then you could be like a general as one of the main mods. And clearly I was a private for a long time. Wonder why, huh? But at a certain point, I had felt that there was an inequity in the fact that privates typically were not treated with the same level of respect as higher members. And so I, being the revolutionary I am, decided to basically have a class uprising and get the respect that privates deserve. So I went on this huge ass like rant, maybe like a couple of threads back if I could find it, about how like privates aren't treated right. They should get more things. Why are ranks even a thing in the first place? They should just be abolished altogether, like going full anarchy mode type shit.
Oh no.
And that basically continues for a couple of threads. This one's called "The Ranks Should Just Be Abolished." It says, "I really wish we could just get rid of them. It's unfair, and to a point, it's getting really tedious. And now that I hear privates won't be allowed to make polls, that crossed the line for me. When I figured this out, my mind was blown. When did we get to the point where privates were treated so bad that they wouldn't be allowed to perform a basic forum function, all caps? The same goes for soldiers too in this case. I feel like us private and soldiers in this case are being treated like a dog tied up to a pole with a big stake like 2 feet away, but you can't reach it. What the fuck am I talking about? I know that's
y'all had class warfare on Sploder.
Yeah, I know that's a Splode analogy. Yeah, no shit. But you get my point. When will the day come when we are all treated like equals? Not as ranks on a forum, but as actual people. Quit the limiting everything we're supposed to do on the forums. It's inhumane, it's unfair, and I don't like it. Damn.
You dead ass.
Yeah.
Are promoting
anarchy.
A literal revolution.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it's kind of sad to see this because I'm just remembering more and more of my time on Roblox.
Yeah.
And how there was class warfare on Roblox.
Did they have
Because
rankings and shit?
Roblox has Builders Club.
Oh,
and, like,
I see.
Outrageous Builders Club and like Turbo Builders Club, and I was a free user because I didn't have, my mom would never buy
Of course.
Builders Club for me. And so at a point there was a whole uprising that a bunch of people had on the forums about how people without Builders Club were not only treated as second tier players by people with Builders Club, but also by Roblox as a platform.
Damn.
And there was this whole discussion about how should Roblox players of all kinds be accepted for who they were. And I'm like, people are dying. There are people outside dying, and you're over here complaining about Roblox, Builders Club, classes.
Did it change a goddamn thing? Did anything?
No.
Of course it did.
No, nothing changed. There was literally a game created saying, like, boycott Builders Club, and there was, like, a fucking protest that people were putting on about the fucking class difference between Builders Club and non-Builders Club players.
Damn.
And there's literal, like...
Damn.
Like, there was literal, like, phobia against people with outrageous Builders Club. There were just straight up people who like, didn't play with you unless you, like, had outrageous Builders Club, or they wouldn't play with you if you had outrageous Builders Club. They were like, no, we don't allow that. And it Roblox kind of played into it by making, like, games that were, like, Builders Club only.
Oh, right.
And, like,
so you were missing out on
like,
the real shit.
Yeah, and, like, groups that you could only join if you had Builders Club. It's like, as stupid as it was, Roblox was kind of making shit worse by perpetuating it, IMO.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done
and allowing for exclusivity. Which, sure, some exclusivity makes sense. You want people to buy your product. But there's a difference between, like, perks in-game and, like, free in-game money every once in a while with Builders Club, and straight up not allowing certain people to do things because they don't have it.
Right.
So Roblox definitely contributed to the classism of Roblox, but yeah, it's just kind of a wild time. What do I do here? I'm trying to remember, because there's some way you have to handle the electricity in this puzzle, and it unlocks like the whole rest of the dungeon.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure out what to do. This is one of the cases of this like dungeon where it's kind of like, or this game where like everything else in this game is like you can do any puzzle in any order you want, but this Divine Beast has like some fucking actual like gating off shit, and I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Just shock arrows do it?
Let me see. They might. Hold on.
Because like how else you're supposed to get it over there, I wonder. Oh. Yeah, there you go. It won't last though, will it? So you'll have to run over there probably.
See, can I actually, if I stasis this, is it gonna disrupt the electricity? It will.
Interesting. You can
who's
get
the
over
genius?
there and then wait for it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yo, both of us pulling out our genius shit this episode.
We're gonna need it too, because I don't want this episode to go on for like 4 hours. I want to do well on all the Divine Beasts. Walk closer. There you go.
This is very much the longest episode so far, but I have to say the commentary's been popping off, so I'm not quite upset.
At least it's been funny and we're figuring shit out. and we're making progress. We're not stuck currently, which is nice. This thread's from July 18th, 2012, and it's called, "Has anyone ever heard of the Ouya new game console?"
Oh, no.
It's a new video game console that it's not competing with Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony, but it's an alternative to that. The graphics are this generation, and it's only going to cost $99. Not only that, the games will be free. Now you may ask, why is everything so cheap? Well, they make the console easy to hack, meaning anyone can make games for it. Imagine the creativity. It's pretty much like the YouTube of the gaming community. Oh my god. Oh,
You did not.
I said that. The YouTube of the gaming community. You could become an actual game developer and make money based off these things. These games would never have had a chance if it wasn't for the Ouya. Now, I heard Android is going to be a part of this, and Mojang, the creators of Minecraft, are actually excited about the Ouya, and that if it's done right, this could be epic. There was a fundraiser for this console, and to get there was the goal of, like, about $1 million, basically. But they doubled their goal in one day. And their fundraiser was supposed to end in August, so obviously people are excited. The controller even looks epic, too, and I think it'll have some sort of touchscreen. To me, this looks like Sploder, but on a game console. LOL. So what are your thoughts on the Ouya? Do you think it'll succeed or fail? Post in the comments and let me know what you think. Wow. Aden was hyped about the Ouya, apparently.
Woo.
Look at
Yeah,
you.
more epic.
Yeah, this one's called My Thoughts About Public School, and there's a lot of caps lock in this, so it must be pretty epic. It says, "To my knowledge, most everyone hates school and teachers, except for a few people here and there. Well, I'm here to prove that school, parentheses mostly public school, is a load of BS. First off," I really like the tone of this article a lot. Thanks, Dave. First off, some teachers just go nuts over the smallest issues. This makes teachers look less professional and more like 5-year-old spoiled brats who have to have their way. Now, what sounds more logical? The punctuation, Jesus. Now, what sounds more logical to you? Arguing over pointless issues or, in all caps, actually teaching? Do some teachers just refuse to do their jobs whatsoever? It's even more of an issue to me that all this BS caused by teachers and students and everyone else serves, in all caps, no purpose whatsoever. 3 exclamation marks. Why do students have to put up with that splode? Some kids are treated unfairly by teachers, but teachers are too stubborn to see it. Sure, not every kid is a jerk, but is it really fair to be treated like splode because you're there to actually You're there to actually learn something, but you're still treated like the 5 or 6 bad kids because staff at any school goes like this: my way or death, Godzilla, LOL.
What?
No, let me read that again. Maybe that'll make more sense. But you're still treated like the 5 or 6 bad kids because staff at any school goes like this: my way or death, Godzilla, LOL. That still makes no sense.
Honestly?
Yeah, go ahead.
That might be the best thread I've
Go ahead.
ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And let me preface this that I think you were on your way to become a pretty decent political activist. With
Yeah.
both the revolution talk
And fuck
and
public school
the,
talk.
The fuck public school. The worst part is Aden kind of made some points. Some points were made.
Very rarely was points made. And the biggest thing of irony, I think above all else, is this fucking grammar is so atrocious that I should have no right to complain about school whatsoever, because very clearly I needed it.
Absolutely.
I needed it.
Holy shit.
And it's like, I don't like public school. I think public school has a lot of issues about it. But man, did I not list any of them at all and just complain, basically. I was a whiner.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I'm picking up on. There's a lot of whining by Aden in this.
And that's the most bizarre thing, is because I can't imagine you nowadays whining.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Very rarely.
I hate that
do you
shit
whine
so
about
much.
anything.
Yeah. I hate doing it. I hate listening to other people do it. I rag on people on the YouTube podcast who whine about YouTube. And yet here I am whining about public school, whining about forum ranks, whining about Nintendo, whining
all
about
shit
the
that
Ouya.
doesn't matter. Oh lord.
Oh my god. Look, Jay.
This Aden.
Look, Jay, if you don't want to be
On
friends
the
with
Let's
me
Play.
anymore, I totally understand. We can cancel Breath of the Wild. We can cancel the series. All of that. And I would totally understand why, you know? I'd get it. Oh, wow, you cleared the Divine Beast? Look at you.
So, my favorite thing about this is this episode was redeemed by how fucking quickly I cleared out those last 3.
Yeah.
You
hauled
I spent
ass.
so long dicking around, and as soon as I got to that next point, I was like, all right, there we go. It was just getting there that I had the issue with. Welcome to Thunder Blight Ranan.
Oh, shit. I'm hyped for this fight, because you've hyped this one a lot.
It's gonna be the death of me. All right.
Oh, my.
One time, I deadass just broke my, just cracked my finger or my neck, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. Is this the end of me?
Am
I
I
was
dying?
just deadass scared. Am I dying?
I don't think you were dying, yeah.
No,
Oh, he's quick. He's a little quick bugger.
Yeah, he a fat. Oh god. Okay. Go.
I was kind of clowning on him when I first saw him because I'm like, he looks kind of small and weak, honestly. But in the context of the fight, the fact that he's smaller makes it even harder to hit him when he's already fast and throwing shit at you.
Yep.
So it's actually an advantage for him.
So what you have to do is you have to break his shield down, and then what I like to do is switch the Master Sword so I don't break the Master Sword. So I'm only using the Master Sword for the critical hits. This one's a pain in the ass. What you need to do is he's gonna send down these electricity things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to lift them up and get under him. So when he sends out
The
a
lightning.
flurry of electricity, it'll electrocute him because for some reason he's not
Resistant to his own electricity.
resistant to his own electricity.
Plot hole. Ding.
Oh,
I'm gonna make my
okay.
Zelda
I didn't mean
sins
to-
video
I didn't mean to drop
called
that.
Everything
Okay.
Wrong with Breath of the Wild.
Oh shit!
Wow, you got one. Look at you.
Yo!
That did a shit ton too.
Where's he at? 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 Come on, attack him! Attack him! Attack him! Attack him! Attack him! Attack him! Come on! Mobamba him! Mobamba him! Mobamba him! Mobamba him!
Running low on energy.
Oh, fuck, we're
Ran
dead.
out of energy, bro.
Oh, shit! Fuck!
Better hit up that Guardian
Good.
axe, bro.
Let me go ahead and equip the weapon right now just to be careful. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. That flurry rush was a good ass
Ooh.
investment on our part.
Hey, Mifa, what's up? What's up, Queen?
All right, come on. Come on, queen. Come on. King shit. All right.
I hate that he knocks down your shield too, so you really don't have like any chance to defend yourself.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, this is not the time for me to get physically uncomfortable in my chair either. Jesus. And he gets me like disgruntled.
Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. You're doing great. No need to worry. Okay, well that wasn't great.
Bruh!
Oh shit, never mind. Look at you. There you go. You got that fury sword back. That little furry shit. I can't talk today. That's fine. All right, finish.
Okay, you broke it again?
Finish it up. Ran out of energy. Parry it back. Didn't really kill him at all, but that's fine. Switch swords. Switch swords.
I forgot to switch sword.
He's dead. You did it.
Oh.
Second try. Not bad. Not bad. Not first try, but second try is pretty good.
The wildest thing is he do be taking strategy though. You have to have a strategy for this one. The other ones you can just go in and go ham on.
Bullshit. You're right through it.
But this one you actually have to know what you're doing. You have to have a game plan. Woo!
Wow.
He's such a rush too. Getting that flurry rush again definitely helped.
Yeah, got the momentum in your favor, and then you kind of just steamrolled through that.
And that was an accident both times.
Yeah. That's what made it hype. Just out of nowhere. Got all of a sudden really hype.
Both times I was just backflipping so I didn't get fucking hit. And then apparently he just came in right at the right moment and just like tilted everything in my favor. We didn't even use Mifa's Grace that time.
No, you didn't even die. You know what made that work, I think?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Sumaz was above Uchakeep in this episode.
I absolutely agree.
I
think that's 100%
the reason
what helped
played
that.
into it.
Well, there you go, guys. You finally got your hour-long Divine Beast episode. We kept promising them. We kept hyping up the hour-long episode.
Yeah.
and they never happen. But
We're done
here
with
you
them
go.
too. This is the last major one. I know there's another one, but
Yeah, this is the last main game, Divine Beast. So what are your thoughts on Divine Beast overall, Aiden?
now that I've seen them all, and now that I've gotten to look at the bosses and such, I still think probably aesthetically, boss wise, like the whole package, the Zora one's still the best. But this one had a really good boss and an interesting mechanic, and I liked a little bit of the puzzles as well. So it'd probably be 2. And then in third, I'd probably put the Bird Boy, and that mainly has to do with Windblight more than anything. And I like the Rito, and then the Goron one's my least favorite. That one just had a forgettable boss. I didn't like the darkness mechanic. It's pretty easy to get to, and it's just boring overall.
I think that how I'm gonna do them is,
But 3 out of 4 for me. 3 out of 4 really good ones.
it's kind of difficult for me because on one hand I was starting this episode out thinking that I didn't like this one as much because it was confusing, but man, blazing through those final 3 terminals,
It's a rush.
they're really good puzzles. They were really fun electricity puzzles. So I'm gonna have to say Mifa first. Second place this because of Thunderblight just being such a fun boss.
Right. The boss
And
plays
then,
a big role into it, I think. You can't just count the Divine Beast by itself.
Yeah. Because if we're counting Divine Beast by itself, I'm putting Rito above this, right?
Right.
Because I enjoyed the puzzles there more. But if we're talking about boss, well, as fun as Windblight is, he's nothing compared to the fucking anxiety-ridden boss fight of Thunderblight.
Right.
So, this is definitely number 2. IMO.
The Zora one's just lucky in the fact that like it got both right. Whereas this one kind of stumbles.
Zora 1 is like, it has well done like dungeon mechanics and a really good boss. Rito has just good dungeon mechanics and a pretty fun boss. Goron has none of that.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Goron has a Divine Beast with puzzles that are mediocre to okay, and a boss that is laughable.
Yeah.
So
we pretty much have the same list then. Zora,
yeah.
this one, Rito, and then the Goron one, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad we saved this for last too.
This was a good one to end out on. I'm glad we saved this one. For sure.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's definitely a good idea to have saved it.
I guess we'll wait for that final Divine Beast to talk about like what we think of the concept as a whole. And we already kind of talked about him at the beginning, but now that we're gonna see that last one in the DLC and then give more final thoughts. But hey, at least you got rankings and you got our thoughts on this boy as well. I was impressed with this one. I like this one overall. The build-up's the worst part, I think. Getting to him is the bigger pain in the
if
ass.
we're honestly okay, if we're combining build up with Divine Beast and boss, this would be third.
Yeah, the build-up's not as good.
Because the build up on the Sand Seal, I get what they're going for, but like that doesn't beat riding on Sidon or riding a bird, right?
It just takes too long,
doesn't...
and I don't like the characters as much, unfortunately.
So like if we're counting all of that, it's third. But if we're counting just specific dungeon and boss, it's easily number 2.
Yeah. Zora also got
still
really good build-up as well, too. So it's like
Yeah.
they really fucked it all up on that one.
That was like it's such a good idea that the game leads you there too.
Yeah.
So you really get such a good impression on the game. And there we go.
We got all 4.
Honestly, if we were saying fuck DLC, guys, we could just end the series.
We could beat the game next episode, and that'd be it. And we'd just be like, hey, we beat Breath of the Wild. To be fair, though, 31 episodes for all 4 Divine Beasts and all the not all the DLC, all the side quest shit. We did pretty good.
That's shorter than some Zelda game LPs.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, some normal Zelda games like Twilight.
31, and we did Eventide, and we did the Dragons, and we did Terrytown, and we did some side quests, and we did the mazes.
And we just did an episode where we dicked around in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Like
even our run, you could probably get it down to 30, I'd say. You could get it down to like
Probably.
maybe even 28 if you take out like any of the time me and Jay was fucking around or couldn't get anything done right or like we didn't know what to do. You could probably take it down to 28, I think. But still, pretty fast. Pretty fast, boys.
what a great LP this has been.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed my old Sploder shenanigans. This will probably be the last episode I talk about them for. Just
They
because
just started getting upset.
I mentally need a break, and also I don't want to run the gag into the ground. So I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed them for the past 2 episodes. That was fun.
I was happy to have them for the dungeon though, because they helped those dull moments of me not knowing what I was doing. So I'm really happy that we have that.
So what does Urbosa's Fury do exactly? I've never known what
I'll
that
show
one.
you as soon as I get gameplay back. All right, there we are. Boop.
Epic.
All right. So here's what Urbosa's Fury does. Basically, oh, thank you, Zelda. Come on,
Appreciate
let
it.
Talk already, so I can skip the dialogue.
Link, go save me or whatever.
Link,
Come on, Linky Poo.
all of the divine beasts have
Spirits of the
returned to
champions
us,
are free.
and
Yeah,
the
well,
spirits
whatever.
of
All
the
in a day's work.
champions are
And then we
free.
just kind of vibe, man.
We will all be awaiting your clash with Ganon at
Yeah, too bad I'm gonna fuck around and do downloadable content first. So here's what Urbosa's Fury does.
Oh. Hey, little thunder clash. That's helpful.
It's pretty handy. It's how I actually take out most Hinoxes, because if you have the right equipment and you do a thunderclash, they're stunned
Damn.
for a good 30 seconds. Or not 30, that's probably too long. Around like 15, 20. And you can just Mobamba them with your weapon and they're done.
Epic.
So with all that happening,
Look at us. Oh, and we filled the whole map out in these episodes too. And we got the Master Sword, and we did like a bunch of shrine. Like, come on. In terms of a quick Zelda playthrough with content, we did a lot in 31 episodes.
I freed the Divine Beast. Are you?
You cannot go into the town. You must be wearing the drag.
Just for that, I'm gonna put it on in front of you.
I think you're stupid. Let me through. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm just gonna put it all on right there in front of you and see how you like that.
Damn.
Oh, that was a pretty fun episode. I really enjoyed that.
I'd say
We're
so.
gonna go finish the quest.
In case you're wondering
You
what
know,
the future of the series is, it's pretty simple. We're gonna be doing one episode on the first DLC and probably fail at it. But that's fine. We weren't promising to beat it anyway. We were just going to give it a full episode. So we're doing that. Then we're doing the second DLC, which will be far longer. Jay predicts, 3 or 4 episodes at least?
Yeah.
To get it all, because
Roughly.
it's boss fights and a Divine Beast and, all this other shit. But you get the Master Cycle, so that's why we want to show that off. Then we're going to head to fucking Hyrule Castle and beat Ganon or whatever. Right now, we might also have a couple of like in between smaller episodes if we have the time, but the goal is we're not getting past 40. So at most, there are going to be 9 more episodes after this. The DLC is part of that. Hyrule Castle is part of that. The end of the game is part of that. But if it happens that we do all that and there's still like 2 episodes left, we might like fuck around to do some shrine quest or some off and on stuff or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the main goal is to hit 40.
40, yeah.
And not go over 40.
We're not going over 40 and we're not going drastically under. We have 9 more episodes left of this series, which is crazy.
The wildest shit is how we're gonna get those knocked out relatively soon.
Yeah.
like our time, so it's gonna be insane to.
But that's basically the format for the rest of the series going forward, in case you're wondering how we're doing things.
You have overcome everything.
You'll know.
I think she's gonna tell us to go to the Shrine of Resurrection. You can keep talking.
You'll know which episode the Hyrule Castle one is, because it'll probably say in the title or the thumbnail. So if that's where,
so you always know when the finale is.
if that's where you're heading next, look for that. But I do recommend you guys actually stick around and watch us do the DLC as well, because that'll be fun. I'll have fun too.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll have like an 8-week break of the series.
Yeah.
Or 4 weeks because we're doing 2.
Yeah.
So you'd have like a 4-week break of the series where you're not watching any content, but like they're gonna be fun. The DLC is gonna be fun. We're gonna get the epic Master Cycle, and that'll be dope. Champions Ballad's unlocked, so
Yeah.
So that's dope. Let me go ahead and change out of this drag.
No more. No more women.
Oh, there go the lag spike. Frame rate just dipping.
that do be what this area is known for.
You gonna tell me about going back to the Shrine of Resurrection too?
Oh no, you're talking about the trial again.
Oh, okay. Usually I don't get a cutscene. I just let you come up here and drop the sword.
Look at these homies. They were watching him too. Link just had his head turned back over there.
There we go. All right. So in the next episode, we're going to place the sword back into the pedestal, and we're not going to finish it, but we will attempt the trial of the sword.
Show it off in an honest context, not like just 10 minutes.
We are going to have, there's going to be a 30-minute cap, though.
Yeah.
We will not go over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll just strictly be a 30-minute cap to get through that. So
Want to show
join
it
us
off.
then in the next episode. If you guys want to skip that one, I get that, because that will quite literally be a filler episode.
Yeah.
But we're doing it. So after that, you can come back and we'll start Champion's Ballad. So, which is at the Shrine of Resurrection, all the way back where we started on the Great Plateau, which we have not revisited.
We
since
haven't.
the LPs.
Oh my god. Yeah,
So-
you're right.
So
I can't
join us
wait.
then. See you all next time.
Bye-bye.